I'm the world's most famous Swiss watchmaker, here to remind you that you don't need to spend a lot of money to get a really cool watch. Digital watches can be just as much fun as mechanical, especially if they featured in one of the most iconic science fiction movies of all time. This is the Casio A100 and it is based on the Casio F100 from the 1970s. This is the Casio F100, the original one, in black polymer or plastic as they called it. I actually prefer, like in most cases, I prefer the vintage one over the modern one, but the vintage ones are so expensive that you can't really afford them nowadays. Luckily, Casio came out with these reissues for under $100, so you can have that retro/futuristic vibe on a budget. The original was featured in the 1979 movie Alien, and as I'm saying this, I'm wondering, does anyone on TikTok even know the original movie? Is everyone too young? Anyway, does this person remind you of anybody? Great hair, ginger cat, tried to warn the colleagues about aliens taking over the Swiss watch industry. Anyway, the movie was an absolute classic, and as you can see on her wrist, she has not one, but two Casio F100s. How badass is that? Say hi, Dave. And if you really want to show people what a virgin you are, you can buy two of the A100s and then get another virgin who lives at home in his parents' basement to 3D print you the case so you can rock them both on the one wrist at the same time. The case is 41mm by 33 by 9mm thick. It's a resin chrome plated case, so it's not going to last, but it's under $100 and that's fine. We can buy shit cheap throwaway watches for under $100, that's fine, no more than that. And it has a plexi resin glass, a lot like on a Speedmaster, so you know this watch has never been to space. And this watch will run for approximately 3 years with the workhorse CR1616 battery. For anyone who knows anything about watches or the watch industry, they'll know that this battery is nicknamed the Buckley battery after famed New York watch dealer John Buckley. It's even got a picture of him on the battery where he's taking away rival New York watch dealer Uncle Manny's iPad. But this CR2430 is actually one of my favorite batteries, made by Renata, which is owned by Swatch Group. And it's one of my favorites because I remember a time when I had to sort through thousands of them and throw out thousands of them, any ones that didn't have that little symbol on it, because if it didn't have that symbol on it, people wouldn't know not to feed batteries to their children. That's the kind of people that are out there in the world. So we threw out thousands when probably the world would be a better place if they just fed those children some of the batteries. I'm sure you all agree. And please do let us all know in the comments if you've ever eaten a battery as a small child. And as always, thank you to all my subscribers who help me make these bullshit watches for the rest of you ungrateful swines. And we've got a new subscriber, our first female subscriber, so making that MILF watch video really paid off. Thanks to all of you. And as always, I've just done an as always, go and follow the world's #1 watch podcast. There's not any other watch podcast that even comes close. The Rob and the Regulator Show with myself and my best mate Rob. He's an ex-AP watchmaker. Go and give him a follow on TikTok too.